Morning, Jack. Hey, Kathleen.
Morning, hon.
New neighbors moving in, huh?
I reckon.
Have you met them?
No, not yet. Are we still on for tomorrow morning?
Of course.
You wear a hat? Because I want to keep that hot head of yours cool.
Okay.
Hey, man. Thank you so much.
No problem.
Yeah.
Are you the new owner?
Yes, I am.
Oh, welcome to the neighborhood. I'm Robbie Levinson. I live next door.
Okay. Chris Boyd.
If you need any help unloading?
Oh, no, that's all right. I got some help coming.
Sure. Okay. Well, if you change your mind, I'm right over here.
I appreciate it. It's nice to meet you.
You too.
God bless.
Are you gonna get out of bed?
What time is it?
It's time to get up. Have to buy a new housewarming present.
For who?
New neighbors moving in.
When?
Right now. Just met him.
What do you like?
Seems nice. You could close this.
Sorry.
Why am I doing this again? Because you owe me. You're gonna owe me after this one.
Howdy.
Hey, man. Would you hop up? Let's get this thing out of here. All right.
Hey. Sorry. Must be a little too excited. We're getting married, you know.
Yeah, I heard.
See you after work.
Wait, I thought we were having lunch today.
Oh, you're right. Like I said, see you at noon at the diner.
Alton, come on, man.
Trey.
Dude, you see that?
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Where you go?
Sure you don't need an extra hand?
Open it. Let me see what my hard-earned money's got me.
Ooh. Well, it took long enough to get here.
Make it official, get it framed, so I can retire.
Yeah, right. Like that'll happen. You drive yourself crazy. Not to mention Mom.
You got it?
Yeah. Hey, can I get a clamp?
No. Clamp?
Thank you.
Oh, I can't believe we've had so many cats to spay this week.
Get the scissors?
Oh, yeah. Jim, what are you looking for?
Nothing.
I can help you. I know where everything is.
I've got it.
Okay. Beautiful.
Yes.
Where are the Roscoes?
On the shelf in front of you. See him? Stubborn.
Big news there.
Yeah.
So are you, though.
What?
Stubborn.
I am not. All right, I am sometimes. But I have an excuse. I've always been that way. He's changing. I don't know what's going on.
Of course he's changed, Mom. He's getting old.
Watch your mouth.
You should go on a date.
Got someone in mind?
You two should get out of the house and talk to each other.
Yeah, well, he's not much of a conversationalist. He has that group, that he talks to, so whatever. Of course, it would help if we had something to talk about.
Mike?
Like, I don't know, like a child, maybe.
Or something.
Or something. I could donate an egg.
Oh.
I was only kidding.
Thank you. Please, no eggs. No eggs.
Mom brought up grandkids again today.
She is relentless.
We should look into it.
Seriously?
No, why not? I mean, now we're going to be legit and all.
Let's worry about one thing at a time.
You want a baby? You want a baby, don't you?
When Isaac was a young boy, God commanded Abraham to take his son up to Mount Moriah and offer him up as a sacrifice to God. Now, the reason he did that was he wanted to test Abraham's faith. But you're late. Excuse me, children. Think you can try and be here on time? I mean, everything we do sets an example for these children.
I'm sorry.
Children, Christopher's going to finish the story. I have to go work on my sermon. I'll see you later.
Bye.
This was a test of Abraham's faith. Abraham loved his son, but he didn't hesitate to do what he was told, for his faith in God was strong.
Didn't wear a hat, did you?
I got sunscreen on.
Okay.
Hey, how old were you when you got married?
16 big ones. Barely old enough to wipe my own ass.
Really?
Yeah, well, I had to. Otherwise, Charlie would have been a bastard. Well, he still turned out to be a bastard, just a different kind. Will you hand me the shovel?
Oh, sure.
Thank you.
So you had a shotgun wedding?
Yeah, I guess I did. Didn't have much of a choice back then. How come you asking me so many personal questions? Don't tell me you got a girl. I'm sorry.
Uh-huh. Trey convinced me to have a commitment ceremony.
A what?
It's like a wedding, only not legal.
Well, what do you need that for?
Yeah, my point exactly.
Well, you kids. I don't know, but whatever it is, just count me in.
I like that one.
Which one?
That one.
No. It's too gaudy. Come on, we agreed on something more simple.
Okay, pick one. I'm happy if you're happy.
Okay, can we see the one in the corner, please?
Sure, absolutely. We can always order something from our catalog as well.
Okay.
What?
Thanks.
Are you two having a wedding?
God forbid, don't call it a wedding.
It's just a small ceremony.
I love that. I think that's so cool. Two people. Yeah. Congratulations.
6 years, I finally get this guy to commit.
This is the one.
Sammy was telling pretty good jokes today. What do you call 100 faggots at the bottom of the ocean? A good start. How you save a faggot from drowning? Take your foot off his head. Oh, shit. Come on, man, what's up? You just shut the fuck up, all right? Shut up. Shut the fuck up. I don't like to hear the word faggot, all right? It makes me sick to my stomach. Well, you makes me want to fucking puke, so just shut up. Jesus Christ. Those fucking guys living next door. Well, you know, we could always do something about it. Yeah, I'm gonna do something. All right, then.
Good one, Connor. Yeah. You see the difference in the follow-through?
Yeah, I guess.
You'll get it. Let's go in. I'm hungry.
Hey. Oh, hey. Phoebe. Sorry about that. She's really a sweet dog when she gets the
You're going to hell. You know that, don't you? Christ didn't die for your sins so you could go off and do perverted shit.
I'm Jewish.
You just watch your back.
Are you threatening me?
Just read the Bible. Go get yourself some God. That's all I'm saying.
That's all you're saying. Come on, girl.
Who's that?
You don't want to know.
Look at me. You been drinking?
My next door neighbors are a couple of faggots. How do you like that, Pastor?
No, back no.
Come here, you. Come here.
Hey, sis.
Hey. Time to go, bud. So, how was shopping?
Well, we ordered the rings, if that's what you mean.
Guess you can't back out now.
Yeah, just hope I don't puke in front of everyone.
Hey, game tomorrow. Don't forget your hat this time. Huh?
I won't. I'll make sure.
Bye, Uncle Trey. Bye, Uncle Robbie.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Hey, so what was bothering you before?
Well, I ran into our new neighbor. Apparently he's got a problem with the gays.
Yeah?
At least we can forget the housewarming gift.
Let's have a baby.
If only it were that simple.
It could be fun trying.
I'll make you a deal.
Okay.
Let's get all this wedding stuff out of the way first. Okay? And then we can talk about having kids. But Only after taking a parenting class.
What? A parenting class?
Yeah, I want to make sure we do things right. For the right reasons.
Robbie, you don't always have to do everything by the book.
All I'm asking is that we can find out...
Okay, I'll do it.
You will?
Whatever it takes.
Hi, I'm Chris.
Hi. I know who you are. I know all about you. What do you want?
I was just bringing by something from my church.
Got there?
It's from my church.
You a church pusher?
No, ma'am.
I already go to church. Judge not, and ye shall not be judged. Thou hypocrite. I don't want none of your horse shit.
All right, I'm sorry to bother you, ma'am.
Just a minute. You listen to me, altar boy. You best leave us all alone. And let me tell you one thing, too. You mess with my boys over here, and you are messing with me. And believe you me, you do not want to mess with me. I may be a girl, but I ain't stupid, and I ain't afraid. And I got my eye on you. You can go now. Get your little fanny back to Sunday school.
It's nice having you here. When you get married and have children of your own, you'll understand what I'm talking about. Speaking of that, you haven't said anything about Caitlin in a while. How's she doing? Does she like graduate school?
I wouldn't know. What's that supposed to mean? It means I wouldn't know. We broke up.
What happened?
What'd you do to that girl? Get on the phone right now and apologize to her.
I didn't do anything. It was 2 months ago.
And you're just getting around to telling us now?
Yeah.
Well, you sure made me look like a damn fool.
How?
I told Pastor Phillips that she was going to be our daughter-in-law. That's how.
I never said anything.
What is wrong with you, son?
Pastor, please, let's just...
No, he takes a lot of pleasure in disappointing me. He does.
We just thought you two were getting along so well.
Mother! It's none of your business.
Hey, don't you smart talk your mother like that.
May I be excused?
No.
Chris, please, Chris.
Hey,
Chris,
wait a minute. Come here. We're not finished talking.
A common misconception about becoming a Christ follower. I hear this all the time. People see a contradiction in a God of mercy sending his people to hell. Well, God does not send us to hell. We are already on the way there. We were born sinners. God is...
Who's Vince Morgan?
I just stopped by his office.
You met with him?
All I did was ask some questions, that's it.
Why didn't you tell me?
I was going to. I mean, it's no big deal.
Trey, you went to an adoption agency without me. Without even telling me. That's a big deal.
A customer came by and gave me his card. I went and talked to him.
You're always doing this.
Okay. I'm sorry, okay?
We had an agreement.
You're right. I shouldn't have done it.
I'd at least think you'd want me there.
Just, Robbie, I said I was sorry, okay? I was wrong once again. Can we drop it? Hello? Just a second.
This is Robbie. God, I completely forgot. Let me just get to my computer.
I'll take her. Come here.
Yeah, you can still find a set. Actually, you have until you file the return. But you want to see what kind of difference that would make?
Very good enough. Come here. We'll do it again. Hey, I want you. Give me kisses. Give me kisses. Take it. Go take it. What is it? No stick, no kiss.
Looks like you'd save $800. Okay. Well, if you want, pick it up next week.
Ooh. What is it, Phoebes? A squirrel? A squirrel?
This is Robbie.
Hey, can we talk?
What's wrong?
Nothing. I just had a thought.
Just hold on one sec. Hello?
Listen, I need a favor. I need to know if you can watch Connor this weekend.
I thought Dan was coming up to get him.
Well, now he's not, apparently. This Houston conference.
Okay, Stella. It's fine. When has anything like this ever been a problem?
You sure?
Yeah, bring him up.
Thank you.
Okay. All right, bye. Hey, you still there? Hello? Trey. Call back. Hey, sweetie. Hey. Hey, honey. How you doing? Trey? Trey! Trey!
God. Oh, my God. What happened? What happened? Trey. Trey!
Hello? I need an ambulance.
Lamp it there.
I'm Jim, and I'm an alcoholic. I want to welcome Mike to the group. Hi. Mike, you pretty much just told...
Let's go.
What?
Come on, let's go.
There wasn't anybody at the park when you found him?
No.
Can you think of anybody who might have done this?
My neighbor?
Your neighbor?
Chris. Boyd. He moved in a few weeks ago.
Trey McCoy's family. It's fine. He's very critical. He's in a coma. Now, there's a possibility his back may be broken, but we won't know for sure until we're finished with his x-rays. What concerns us most right now are the head injuries that he's received. He has a large fracture on the back of his skull. It's causing fluid to build up on his brain. Now, we're optimistic that the pressure from this fluid will subside soon. But until then, we just have to wait and see. I want to see him, of course.
What?
Where were you last night?
Why?
You still asleep, man?
I was.
I tried calling you last night. Where were you?
I was out.
Oh, well, didn't you check your machine?
No, I got in late.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Boyd?
Nobody here.
Honey, What can I do for you?
Pastor, I'm Detective Fisher. This is Detective Loy. We're looking for your son, Christopher.
Oh, woman detective. That's nice to see.
Do you know where he is?
What is this about?
One of his neighbors was attacked last night, and we want to ask him some questions.
Well, come on in.
Thank you.
Martha, you want to get this nice young lady and her friend something to drink?
Oh, please don't. That's quite all right, ma'am. Pastor, did you see your son at all last night between 8 and 9 o'clock?
Well, why don't you ask him yourself? Martha, go get Chris, would you?
He's here.
Yeah. You thinking this might have something to do with him?
No, sir.
That's what we're trying to find out.
He's a possible witness.
My boy Chris?
Mr. Boyd, we'd like to speak with you.
Well, he'll tell you he was with me till about, what, 10 last night?
Thank you, Pastor. I'd like to speak to your son alone, if you don't mind.
I got here about 5 or 5:30.
How long were you here?
Well, I told you he was here till after 10 o'clock.
Where did he go?
Home.
Did you leave here at all between 5 and 10?
No, ma'am.
How about when you got home? Did you notice anything suspicious in the neighborhood? Mr. Boyd?
I didn't notice anything, no.
When was the last time that you saw either one of your neighbors, Mr. McCoy or Mr. Levinson?
I don't know, a couple days ago.
Ever have any arguments, conflicts, that sort of thing?
With my neighbors?
Yes.
No. Like I said, I just moved in a couple weeks ago. I don't even know them.
Robbie Levinson. I'm Detective Fisher. How's he doing?
Not good. Is my neighbor in jail yet?
No, he's not.
Why not?
We don't have enough evidence to arrest anybody yet.
Look, I'm telling you, he did it.
He has an alibi.
An alibi?
His parents.
And you believe him?
We really don't have a choice at this point. You told the responding officer that he had threatened you. Did he specifically threaten you with bodily harm?
Not specifically, no.
What did he say?
Spouted off a bunch of crap about Jesus and God. He said I was going to hell. He's a homophobe.
I know.
God, he was pissed when he found out about us.
How so?
He just was. What do you mean you know?
Know what?
I said he was a homophobe, and you said you knew.
We found an arrest on his record.
An arrest?
A few years ago, he and a friend of his were caught vandalizing a man's home.
A gay man?
Yes. He said that they had been harassing him for weeks.
Hmm. And what happened?
Charges were dropped.
Come on, that's got to prove something.
He's a suspect.
Okay. Well, the doctor said that there's a chance that Trey will remember what happened when he wakes up, so...
Brought you a sandwich.
Oh, Jim. I just... I'm not hungry. Thanks.
I knew that piece of shit was gonna be trouble.
You think he attacked Mr. McCoy?
Oh, you're damn right I do.
May I sit?
You're in charge.
He says he wasn't around here that night.
It's horseshit.
I'm sorry, what do you mean?
I mean horseshit. I saw him.
You saw him?
What did I just say?
What time?
It's after Dr. Phil.
You're gonna have to help me.
Dr. Phil is over at 7. Where you been?
Where did you see him?
I went out to turn off my sprinklers and I see him come up the road.
Did you see him after that?
No, he must have left.
Do you know when?
No, I don't know when. I don't know. It was sometime after he showed up. You gonna let him get away with this?
No.
It's Trey and Robbie. They're like my boys.
You have a close relationship with them?
Lady, you have kids?
I have one.
And you don't know that I would do anything for them.
Hey. Hey, honey. I'm sorry that I've been such an ass about the whole wedding thing. I don't know what's the matter with me. I know it's important to you. I know. And you know what? I do want to start a family. And I swear to God, I won't be so uptight from now on. But that alone should be worth waking up for, right?
For those of you who don't know, Trey McCoy was attacked a few days ago and is recovering in the hospital. I've spoken to his dad, and he wants you all to know how much he and his family greatly appreciate the support they've received from all of you. I would ask that you continue to keep Trey in your prayers and thoughts while he's in recovery. We will begin today's service with a prayer. Father, we ask that we may find comfort in every sorrow and may see our way through darkness into light.
Sin is the ruin and misery of the human soul. It is destructive in its nature, and God has declared through many scriptures that he will punish the unrepentant sinner. And they should be cast down into the fires of hell because they not only hate God, they shame him and they do not fear him.
God is love, and religion is the law of love. When a soul becomes filled with the love of God, with a desire for all that is good, it's become possessed of a new hold on existence.
There are dark clouds of God's wrath hanging directly over your heads, full of the dreadful storm and the screaming of thunder, and were it not for God's restraining hand, it would immediately burst forth upon you. You are in God's hands, and it is uncertain what he will do with you.
No situation in life is hopeless. Winter has its bright spots, sickness its comforts, and the sharpest affliction some solace. Where there is nothing else, there is hope. Whatever is good is given to all. The sun shines for all. Let us not forget what God explicitly tells us, and that is to love thy neighbor as thyself.
Sinners, you have despised the mighty power of God. Consider the danger that you are in. It is a great furnace, a wide and bottomless pit full of fire and brimstone that you are held over.
trust in the good of mankind, and in the beauty of God.
The wrath of God.
Acceptance.
Abomination.
God is love.
And he will punish you.
Trey? Trey! Help! Somebody help, please! Trey!
I need assistance over here, too.
Please!
Hang on,
Trey!
please, ma'am. Can I get you just stand back a little bit? Thank you.
We did everything we could. He had a severe hemorrhage, and we were not able to stop the bleeding. I'm very sorry he passed away.
No.
Mom? Trey didn't make it. I don't know. I don't really want to talk about it, but at the hospital. No, don't. Just take your time and come tomorrow. Mm-hmm. No, I'm fine. I'm fine.
Hi, this message is for Trey McCoy. This is Carla with First Class Weddings. Wanted to let you know we got your invitations in early, and you can pick them up whenever you're ready. Okay, thanks a lot.
Mommy, I had a bad dream.
Shh, shh, shh. It's okay. It's okay. Mommy's here. Mommy's here.
Where did you get this?
God Hates Homos.
What?
It's a website.
Amazing.
So, did you find anything else?
The case is being transferred to homicide.
Homicide. Does that mean you're not on the case? Or?
No, I am. But I'll be working with Sergeant Esposito from homicide. He's been around a long time. He's good.
Okay. So what happens now?
The investigation continues just as it has been. I know you're frustrated.
Frustrated? Come on, that asshole should be in jail.
Just sit tight, Robbie, and we'll find something. We will.
Screw the justice system. Because otherwise it's going to screw you.
That's pretty cynical.
Yeah, well, I've been around a long time. I've seen a lot of crap. And believe you me, it ain't never about justice. I know that for sure.
What happened?
My second husband happened, that's what.
You never told me you had a second husband.
Yeah, well, it's not a subject I really like to bring up. I'm not real proud of it.
What did he do?
Well, first off, he liked to beat the shit out of me.
I mean...
But I didn't know it till after I married the son of a bitch. But the point is, do you think that the law was there to protect me? Do you? Because you think, again, I had to protect myself from him and the law. Now, you listen to me, Robbie. You hear what I'm going to tell you? You cannot rely on anybody but yourself, and you cannot trust anybody but yourself.
you think you're doing here?
I came to the service.
You're not allowed here.
Oh, why not?
This is no place for
Fags? What are you afraid of? That it's contagious?
I said get out.
Don't you want more of us to be to death?
You stay away from me.
You're not gonna get away with it.
I'm warning you.
Or what?
You leave me alone.
Let me ask you a question. Did God tell you to do it? Huh? It make you feel powerful. Does your God approve of murder?
What do you think?
Nothing physical linking Boyd?
There has to be something besides a strong circumstantial evidence.
Yeah, I think you're missing the obvious here for sure. Mr. Levinson?
Yes.
Sergeant Esposito, Dallas Homicide.
Is there any news?
May I come in?
I don't understand why this is taking so long. It seems like you guys are dragging your feet.
Oh, is that so? I noticed the original report that you and Mr. McCoy had an argument just before the incident.
What are you talking about?
I just want to know what happened.
We had a disagreement.
What about?
Why does that matter?
Did you two fight a lot?
No. What do all these questions have to do with my next-door neighbor?
Well, your neighbor tells me he saw you and Mr. McCoy fight quite a bit.
And you believe him?
He also tells me you've been harassing him.
He killed my partner.
He and two other people say he couldn't have.
They're lying.
Well, why would a respected pastor, a man of God, lie to the police?
To protect his son?
A word of advice. Stay away from Chris Boyd.
He's been arrested for gay bashing, for Christ's sake.
All I know is what the evidence tells me. And your fingerprints were the only ones on that bat.
I explained that.
Mr. Levinson, do you want to tell me about the life insurance policy?
We both had one on each other.
Did you kill your boyfriend?
I can't believe this is happening.
It's a simple question.
Get out of my house.
And gave us the day and the night, and God made the sky above, and God made the water below.
Where's Chris Boyd?
Check the activity room.
You interrupted a meeting.
What did you tell him?
Back off! You're a liar! Back off!
Oh, yes, we need help.
What's going on here?
Kathleen, call Stella.
Where are you taking him and why?
Well, well, well. Miss Slansky. Nice to see you again, Kathleen.
Mr. Esposito. Committing another act of justice, I see.
Now, I figured I'd run into you again eventually. Now, you just stay on the right side of the law this time. Otherwise, I'll be taking you down, too. Your boy here's being arrested for assault.
You leave him alone, you mother...
She been coaching you, son?
What are you doing?
Sit down.
I don't want to sit.
Close the door and sit down.
You could have told me that you were questioning Robbie Levinson as a suspect.
And you've been doing this as long as I have.
He didn't do it.
Are you familiar with this case?
You mean my case? Yeah, I'm familiar with it.
Well, then you know that his fingerprints are all over the murder weapon, which just happened to belong to the victim. He was covered in the victim's blood. And to top it all off, he's about to collect $500,000 in life insurance. I mean, what am I missing here?
The whole goddamn story? And Chris Boyd?
Oh, yes, right. Chris Boyd is lying. Show me the proof.
Kathleen Slansky's statement.
Oh, come on. About that. You do me a favor. You ask that old broad about her husband. Her dead husband. I mean, look at the facts, Fisher.
You cannot just ignore Boyd's past.
Oh, all too convenient for Levinson, wouldn't you think? Well, just because a man has had run-ins with homosexuals, doesn't mean he's a killer.
Yeah, well, neither does being a homo.
Look, it looks like an open and shut case to me. I've already talked to the DA about making a case.
You did what? You are not going to just shut me out of this.
This is homicide, Fisher. Stick to something you can handle.
Robbie, what is wrong with you?
They're putting a restraining order out on me.
What?
Yeah, to stay away from him. Should have seen this coming.
This isn't like you. Hey, promise me you won't do something like this again.
He's lying to the police.
Robbie.
Hey, you should get some rest.
I'm fine.
Fine, you haven't slept for days.
You noticed? I'm sorry. I can't sleep. I'm not like you. I can't pretend that everything's back to normal. My life will never be normal again.
Not like me. What, you think my life is all of a sudden back to normal?
You know, how am I supposed to know, Jim? You never talk to me about your hurt. You never say anything to me. At least when you were a mean drunk, you told me how you were feeling, you know? You know, just forget it. Excuse me.
So, apparently this is about me. Have I done something that I'm unaware of? You're treating me like the enemy. What the hell is going on?
I told you what's going on. Please, let's just drop it.
No, let's not just drop it. Barbara, I know there's something else happening here. But how can I help you if you're not...
I don't want your help. You can't help me. Please, I'm just trying to do the laundry.
Let me do something.
Oh, please, just leave me alone.
I want to
right
do
now,
something.
I really need you to leave me alone right now.
Barbara, this is doing you no good.
Stop! You want to help me?
Yes.
You want to know what you can do for me?
Try me.
I want my son back. Can you do that for me?
you to play to me.
Give Mommy 1 more minute.
I don't know anything about it. I swear I was at my friend Sammy's. Ask him.
I'm gonna need to get contact information for Sammy. Can you give me that?
Yep.
You ever been in trouble with the law before, Alton?
Nope. Never.
Never. What about your arrest 6 years ago?
Look, that was Chris's idea.
Oh.
What? Wasn't me, okay? Isn't it obvious who did it?
Who?
Chris.
Did Chris tell you he did it?
No.
So to save your own ass, you're saying he did it?
Yeah, no. No, I didn't mean... Look, he wouldn't tell me where he'd been that night.
He wasn't at home because he was at his parents'.
Not when I talked to his mom.
You called his mother.
Yeah, she said he wasn't there.
You're lying to me.
Nah.
So why do you think he did it?
Because he hates fag. Gay people.
More than you do?
Yeah.
Mrs. McCoy?
Who are you?
I'm Martha Boyd, Christopher Boyd's mother. I hope you don't mind. I got your address from the phone book. Please, may I come in? Could we sit and talk for just a minute?
You can talk to me here.
All right. Well, I just really wanted to reach out to you, you know, from one mother to another. I mean, I know we don't know each other, but I feel that we are somewhat connected. What with all the stories in the paper and the things people are saying. I mean, you can imagine the embarrassment this is causing our church.
Get out of my house.
Mrs. McCoy, you need to know that Christopher would never, ever do something like this. My son he's a decent, kind, God-fearing young man.
Oh, really? My son is dead.
I know. I know what you must be going through. Tell you what, Christopher has done some pretty foolish things in his life, especially when he was a little boy. By God's grace, he's always been able to stay on track, but every time he would get into trouble, I couldn't help but feel that somehow I had failed as a mother. I really do hope that you don't blame yourself for the choices your son made.
Excuse me. Choices?
Well, you know what I mean. I live in his life the way he did. Surely you understand that he was a target.
Get out. Get out.
Sit down, Christopher. You live your life in spite of me, boy. Answer me.
What do you want me to say?
What is wrong with you? You mind telling me what this is all about?
That's not me.
How about that one? Huh?
It's not me. Are you having me followed?
What were you doing in that evil place?
Nothing.
What were you doing in there, son? You tell me.
That filthy, sinning faggot came on to me, and I told him to get out of my face. And he wouldn't leave me alone, and he wouldn't listen to me, and it was disgusting.
What were you doing in there in the first place?
I got lost.
Are you a liar now? How about this time, and the time before that, and the time before that?
You will not humiliate me any longer, and you will not betray God. What have I done to deserve such defiance from you, son?
I didn't do anything wrong. I told him he was going to go to hell. I told him to read the Bible.
There's those fags that lived next door, wasn't it? Those boys over there. Huh? I seen you with them. And tried to recruit you. Is that what happened? I mean, you wouldn't do that on your own, not my son. They got to you, didn't they? I was too late.
Too late? It's too late. You did it. Didn't you?
You know what God does to those that are beyond repentance.
You killed that boy next door?
I wasn't going to let him take my own flesh and blood. Now, this disgusting filth has got to end.
In the name of God, it's got to stop. And if somebody doesn't do something, this plague is going to infest the entire country. Come back to God, son. You're sick. Come back to God, son.
Christopher!
Chris? Is that you? I thought I heard you come in. Is something wrong?
Why do you put up with him?
What are you talking about?
You should have gotten that when you had the chance.
Chris, aren't you staying for supper?
He that is joined unto the Lord is one spirit. Flee fornication. Every sin that a man doeth is without the body. But he that commits fornication sins against his own body. Know ye not that your body is the temple of the Holy Ghost which is in you? What shall we say then? Shall we continue in sin, that grace may abound? God forbid. For in that he died unto sin once. But in that he lives unto God. Let not sin therefore reign in your mortal body, that ye should obey it in the lust thereof, that the body of sin might be destroyed, and we should not serve sin. For he that is dead is freed from sin.
In the name of God, it's got to stop. And if somebody doesn't do something, this plague is going to infest the entire country. Come back to God, son. You're sick. Come back to God, son. Christopher.
Where'd you get this?
Their church.
Oh, I see. And you, what do you know about this?
I know it proves he killed my son.
Were you there when it was recorded?
No.
You have the confession, all right? So what happens now?
Confession? Confession for what?
Are you an idiot? I mean, it's right there.
No, I didn't hear anyone confess to anything.
You've got to be kidding me.
With all due respect, Mrs. McCoy, this doesn't even prove it is who he says it is. And if you broke into that church to get this tape, you're in more trouble than you're already in.
Why? Because I got the truth?
Because you broke the law. You can't just record people without them knowing it. You get 20 years alone just for this.
You've got to be kidding me. You know exactly what's on that tape.
You believe me? Why are you protecting this guy?
What's this really about?
Esposito. Oh, yeah, sure. Excuse me a minute, Mrs. McCoy. Just sit tight.
Father, where are you now? You let me drown. How could you forsake me? Oh God, please hear me now. I'm going down. Nowhere to believe Jesus was crucified. By 45.
This is Chris. Leave a message.
Chris, it's your mother. I'm worried about you. Call me, okay?
Mrs. McCoy?
Hey. Wait a minute.
You leave me alone.
I need to talk to you. Where are you going?
It's none of your business.
Your father killed Trey. I know you know. You have to tell somebody. You have to tell the police. Hey, why can't you look at me, huh? Why can't you even look at me? Turn your head just for a second.
I'm not telling anybody anything.
So what about Phoebe?
She's fine. She's in Stella's.
And have you said anything to Stella about?
No. Look, Barbara, I can do this on my own. Okay, I mean, they're gonna put me in jail anyway.
You can't talk me out of this.
I just want you to understand what you're getting.
Don't try, Robbie.
Okay? I'm just worried about you.
My life cannot possibly.
Here you go, hon.
Thank you. My life cannot possibly be destroyed any more than it already has been. I want justice. That's all I want.
Mrs. Boyd, I know you said that Chris was here the whole night, but something about that just isn't right. Alton Ketchum called here that night looking for Chris.
No, I'm sorry, darling. He left about half an hour ago.
Did your husband tell you to lie?
No, I wasn't lying. No, they were together. My husband went out to talk to Chris. He told me.
Mrs. Boyd, where is your husband now?
He's working. He works late.
What is this?
Don't answer it.
Who are you?
I'm Trey McCoy's mother. Remember him?
Do you have any idea who I am?
Oh, yeah. You murdered my son.
That's insane.
Well, He must be on his way home.
Where's your son?
Well, he's been very upset. He hasn't been returning my phone calls.
Mrs. Boyd, here's my card. Have your husband call me.
I'll go to the police.
That's what we want. And maybe you could, explain this.
You killed that boy next door. I wasn't gonna let him take my own flesh and blood. Now, this disgusting filth has got to end. In the name of God, it's got to stop. And if somebody doesn't do something, this plague is gonna infest the entire country. Come back to God.
You took my only child from me.
Your child was an unrepentant, plague-carrying abomination, just like that one there.
Is that why you did it? Tell me.
Why? Read the Holy Bible. The Word of God. I didn't kill your son, God did. I was merely his servant.
Get up.
Do it.
Put your hands on your head.
What are you going to do with that tape?
We won't do anything with it if you just do what we say.
Put those on.
Your plan won't work. It makes no sense.
A lot of things don't make sense.
Yeah. You're crazy if you think they're gonna believe you over me.
Get in.
Come here.
Because you know we have the tape and you want to make sure we don't use it. Now get on the floor.
Well, why?
Get on the floor!
No.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
My wife is waiting for me.
Good.
You think God will forgive you for this?
Operator, there's a strange man in my neighbor's yard.
Okay. I'm ready.
Ready for what?
I don't know if I can do this.
We can't go back now.
Do what?
Don't look at me!
Don't do this. Don't do this.
You can do it, Mom. Barbara.
Barbara, don't do this now!
Do it.
Don't listen to me!
I'm okay. Barbara.
Stay there!
People are insane! Stop this!
Pick it up!
That's mine. Where'd you get that?
Pick up the gun!
No, I won't! Please.
Go.
I want to see.
No, you gotta hurry. They're already on their way. I got it. Look at me.
You lied to me. You're gonna kill me. I confess.
It's too late.
Listen, I'll do anything you want. Just think about what you're doing now. I've got a family. I'm begging you. Just please think about this. You know my boy. He's like you. Think about him now. Lord is my shepherd. I shall not want. He maketh me lie down in green pastures. He leadeth me beside. A man lies with another man. He does that which is detestable. He shall be put to death, and the blood shall be on his own head.
Yes, ma'am.
Is he gonna be all right?
Does that feel good? Listen, I can stay a couple of hours. Jim said he could come back later and get me.
It's okay. Stella's going to be here in a little bit. How you doing?
Been better.
We found Chris Boyd. We've notified him of the death of his father. He's agreed to make a statement.
A statement?
Against his father. I guess that's all. Just thought you might want to know. Mr. Levinson, we're not perfect.
Just need your signature.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Right. Fisher.
Sergeant.
I owe you an apology.
Wow. Thank you.
I got a question for you, though. Just hypothetical. If you were going to go out and shoot to kill someone, wouldn't you do it with a fully loaded gun? Just to be on the safe side.
I've never gone out to shoot to kill someone.
Well, maybe you could explain to me why Boyd showed up with only 2 bullets in that gun of his.
What are you getting at?
It's a little strange to me. Oh, I guess it doesn't matter. Something to think about. See ya.
See ya.
Up in the heavens and let their soul come in. Take me to the place where this quits and I can live out in the light, in the black of night. The life now is what you bring the light, boy, to everything. The life now, he's in everything. Love, oh, sir, to hold. Father, where are you now? You let me drown. How could you forsake me? Oh God, please hear me now. I'm going down. Nowhere to believe. Jesus was crucified.